Hey troops, GeneralJSmith here, back with another LEGO Mega Haul. So once again, I have returned with another massive LEGO haul totaling about £800, which is pretty incredible. Not quite the largest haul I've ever done, but it is pretty close. Not only that though, this haul is including, as you probably have worked out from the title, the new Summer 2017 Star Wars sets, as well as a couple LEGO Batman movie sets, which are just utterly incredible. I was going to wait for a little while until I got, because I do plan to get the Saturn V rocket. Unfortunately, I do not have that yet. I was thinking of waiting, but the thing is, I want to unbox these sets and review them as quickly as possible, so I decided, nope, just going to do it now. Anyway, that is enough talk. I do have about £200 or £300 worth of LEGO, which actually is not new, so I'll go through that first, which means, yes, I'm afraid I am going to make you wait until the very end of the video for you to see the new sets, but don't worry, I hope this won't be very long whatsoever and we can get into the really cool stuff. With that being said, let's go now and start off with some of the other LEGO I've been picking up over the last 3 months. The first set of this haul is the LEGO Series 17 Highwayman, who, if you're unaware, is the exclusive minifigure from Series 17. Now personally, I don't really ever collect this LEGO Series minifigures until I make a Star Wars one, of course, or a superheroes one, in which case I'll be collecting all of them. But I am aware that he is certainly one of the more rare figures from this particular line, although he's nowhere near the same sort of standard as Mr. Gold, who is just crazy expensive now. This guy can run you about like £10 or £20 on eBay. The Mr. Gold, well into the thousands. Nonetheless, he was quite cool to pick up. I didn't even feel the bag or anything. It was literally a complete mistake. I just picked him up because I thought to myself, I'm going to do a haul soon, so I might as well open him there, although I completely forgot to open him. I opened him prematurely. Sorry guys. Nonetheless, I managed to pick him up completely by accident, so it was quite cool. Funny little thing, I actually did make a review on him. If you want to make another review, leave it down in the comments, but I did already make a review and I deleted it like 2 hours later because I got hate because I kept calling him a pirate because, well, I mean, he looks like a pirate. So, yeah. Still, nonetheless, cool minifigure. I'm glad I got him. If you want to see a full in-depth review of him, leave it down in the comments. Moving swiftly on, next one we have is the U-Wing Microfighter. Now, I'm not really much into the Microfighters. The only ones I got were the clone one back in 2014. I got 2 of them, and I got that for the minifigures. Otherwise, I'm not massively into these little things. The only reason I got this one, however, what I got on May 4th as well, was because I wanted to pick up this little guy, the R3M2 droid. Now I know, yes, some people aren't massive fans of him, mainly because he's not really that good, in terms of he's not really that different from a May the 4th promotional thing, but I actually quite like him. Yes, of course, R2 units, they're probably not as cool as like Darth Revan or, you know, other exclusive minifigures, but I am definitely looking forward to opening him, especially with like the stand and all that stuff. I mean, I don't really know why he gets so much hate. I will say though, this bag kind of feels a bit more flimsy. I do prefer the other polybag bags, if you will. This feels kind of just, I don't know, somewhat cheap. Not to be rude, but it does kind of feel like the sort of thing Mega Bloks would make in terms of bags. But nonetheless, I picked this up just because I wanted to get this. Because, yes, I'm just like one of those saps, you know. I think I'm Lego's dream. I'm one of those customers who buys stuff just to get promotional stuff. So I'm completely what Lego wants from a customer. Moving on, the next sets we have are, I got not 1, not 2, not 3, and 4 of the BrickHeadz. I think they released at the beginning of this year, I think. They're quite new, these new things. I got 4 of them, and they're all superheroes. I believe they do other things like Captain Jack Sparrow and other things, but I haven't really seen any others apart from superheroes. I was going to get Black Widow, but I thought to myself, I'm kind of sexist. I'm joking. That was a joke. The only reason I didn't get Black Widow is mainly because, I don't know really. She just doesn't look as cool, kind of. I don't know. Anyway, maybe I'm sexist. Again, joke. Okay, now, first of all we have Batman, Iron Man, Captain America, and the Hulk, all of which I can't wait to open up and of course review for you guys, although maybe a little while. All the sets that I show you right now are probably going to be reviewed in quite a few months' time, more towards the end of the year, because I've got such a backlog of other sets I'm still going to open, still going to build, and still going to review. So I'm afraid these sets will not be coming for some time, unless you want to really see them. If you really want to see these sets or any other sets I show in this haul, leave it down in the comments and I'll make that particular set a priority. Nonetheless, moving on. Next up we have the Desert Skiff. Funny little story with this one actually. This is one my mum bought me when she went to Russia a few weeks ago. She bought it because she saw a Lego store in Russia and she thought, I'll get my son something because obviously she knows how much I love Lego. She was kind of hoping that I'd do a special kind of review, you know, showing the comparison between Russian Lego and British Lego, but in reality it is absolutely nothing different whatsoever. There's no like special thing on the box or anything. I assume it doesn't actually come with anything special inside. So in reality Russian Lego is just Lego, but still quite cool. I wouldn't have bought it up myself, but I'm glad that I do have it in the end because, you know, I don't really have any sort of Jabba stuff. But there you go. Let's now move on to the next one. I can't be a stand up now. Just like the BrickHeadz, I also have 4 more of another kind of type of Lego thing. I have 4 of these Constraction sets, not actually the Death Trooper, but he's one of them. I have the Imperial Death Trooper, very cool, as well as Kylo Ren, of course, the main bad guy, or at least the second-ish main bad guy of the new trilogy. Well, drop that one. Captain Phasma, very cool. I hope she gets a much bigger role in episode 8. Funny enough, little story, the reason she has such a minor role in episode 7 was because she wasn't even meant to be there in the first place, apparently. I'm not quite remember what the actual story was, but apparently she was kind of shoehorned in there quite quickly, which is the reason she got such a sort of, well, to put it nicely, such a kind of rubbish role, let's put it that way. As well as, of course, the main guy, Darth Vader, certainly one of the best Constraction figures. I think Darth Vader just kind of works, just like General Grievous, he just kind of works as a Constraction figure, mainly because he's mostly robotic anyway. But still, very cool, can't wait to open him and open him up and all that stuff as well. I think that now comes like 7 Constraction figures I currently have, because I also have General Grievous, K2SO, and the First Order Trooper. So I think it makes about 7 Constraction figures I have. But yeah, moving on then, on the final 2 sets of this first bit of the haul. Next up we have our Resistance X-Wing fighter. Now I do already have Poe's X-Wing, and I was thinking for a while whether to get this or not, but I decided in the end I would pick it up, partially because I managed to get it a bit cheaper than it actually is in retail. Can't quite remember what I got it for, but also partially because it does come with some new stuff. Of course, the Starfighter is pretty much exactly the same, which doesn't really explain why it's like £10 cheaper normally, but nonetheless I got cheaper anyway, so it's alright. The minifigures are quite cool though. Yes, of course, BB-8 is BB-8, but Poe, he might have come in another set, and of course I know he came in Poe's X-Wing, but he came in like his own Rebel sort of thing there, but I'm not sure if he came in another set with just the regular clothes. Still quite cool game as well as Flame Troopers, which are very rare. Personally, I'm not really trying to build my First Order army, and I haven't bought any separate off eBay, so I only have 4 Flame Troopers because I've got 2 of the First Order, what's it called, Transporter. But still, always good to build the army, although I suppose now not quite as expensive anymore because of course the battle pack is coming. Still, moving on to the last set of this first half of the haul before we get on to the real cool stuff, we have the ATTE, specifically Captain Rex's ATTE. I was thinking for a while whether to get this as well, but I managed to get it a bit cheaper, and I decided, yeah, it's a cool set. While I would never really use it, I already have 2 of the 2013 ATTE. I am very curious to see what it is. One of the biggest complaints about the set before I even opened it is the fact that they do not come with helmets, those clone troopers, and that really annoys me. I'm sure Rex's we've had before. I mean, Commander, what's his name? Wolf, there we go. I mean, we've had like a phase 1 version of him, but Gregor we've never had before. I mean, really the only way to do it now would be to go on Clone Customs or other custom sites and actually get like third-party helmets to put on them. So that's kind of annoying, but other than that, it does look pretty cool. I mean, again, not really useful anyway. That, was that, the 5th brother? I think, yeah, 5th brother. That does look really cool. I can't wait to get him. And I think, in fact, that's just a little thing. I'll go more into this when I actually do the second half of this haul. But in the Tracker 1, I think it's what it's called, right? The new summer set is coming. The only reason I would ever get that would be for that one minifigure, which is really cool. I'll explain more when I go into some sets, but still. Minifigures can mean a lot to a set. That is pretty much it to the first half of my haul. This is really all stuff that I managed to pick up in the last couple of months, like, May 4th, and other little things as well. So, I mean, yeah, it's certainly a haul worthy, I feel, I don't know, I don't want people to say that I'm spoiled. I mean, I do, work for my money, and I do, spend my money on Lego, so it's not, my parents don't buy all this, as if they would. My parents really wish that I didn't have all this. I'm running out of space in my room really badly. Anywho, now finally we are moving on to what you really want to see. So just like I did with these sets, I'm going to go from smallest to largest and we'll see what I have got. First off, we have got the Bounty Hunters, what is this? Bounty Hunter Speeder Bike Battle Pack. Now, I only got one of these, and of course, I would only really recommend getting one of these, even before I've done the review. I'm just going to recommend getting only one. Because, of course, as I've said many times, battle packs are meant to be army builders, which would imply that I don't like this battle pack, right? Well, no, actually. In actual fact, I really like this battle pack. I think it's really good. And in fact, I think in some ways, it kind of does represent what a battle pack should kind of be, but kind of not be. Because as I said, battle packs are meant to be army builders. This is certainly not an army builder, but at the same time, I could certainly, I mean, especially considering that I work at Toys R Us, I could certainly see how a parent would come in and say, hey, I need a cheap set for my son or daughter or whatever. What would you recommend? I'd say probably this. You don't need to get a lot of them. These characters are all quite good. I mean, some of them, of course, are more known than others, but still, overall, a good little pickup and something I would recommend to someone looking for like a gift for someone who, doesn't know what they like specifically, but just knows they like Star Wars or likes Lego. I would recommend this. So in actual fact, just even before I've done the review, I'd recommend at least picking up one, assuming, of course, you don't already have these minifigures, although I think he is new. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on, we have two, not one, two of the first order Transporter Speeder battle pack. I could have got more, and to be honest with you, I do want to pick up more at some point, but I just really didn't have the money, and also I didn't want to, because you have to realise I have to carry all this mounds of Lego back to my mum's car, which isn't very big, to be honest with you, so, you know, I thought I'd take it easy on mum and not buy like a ton of battle packs. Nonetheless, I did get two of them, because it is just a freaking dope battle pack, I'm not going to lie. This is certainly actually one of the best battle packs I've had in a long time, although that being said, there have been some really good ones the previous years. That might be just down to the fact that obviously new films and all that stuff, there's more material to work on, but still we've had some really good battle packs. Some really good battle packs recently. But yeah, so a really nice battle pack. Cannot wait to open it and review it. And really, there's not actually that much actually new about it. Like, of course, we had these minifigures before. We've got a flame trooper. This guy, I mean, we haven't really had him in the navy blue before, but still, you know, nothing really new. It's more just, you know, the battle pack feel of it. The way it, ow. I hit my head on the table if you didn't see that. The way it, ow. The way it, ow. The way it, ow. A massive army of these guys, I'm not gonna lie. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of First Order armies that are going to be really, really big. With this battle pack and previous battle packs, the First Order armies are going to be insane. Moving on, next we have the Stormtrooper Commander. This guy's quite cool. I was thinking for a little while whether I should pick him up now, whether I should wait a little, but it was only like £20, and I thought, yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, yes, of course, I wouldn't really say compared to things like Darth Vader or Kylo Ren, you know, these are main guys. But it's sort of, in one sense, in the way I kind of like the fact he's just an average Stormtrooper, nothing too special about him. He's not like a main character. I just like, you know, the way he could easily go with these guys. And I'm probably going to display some of these construction figures somewhere, because I think it would work quite well. But yeah, so not much to say really, just, you know, average, you know, what you'd expect really, I'd assume. But I'll probably open him at some point as well. Moving on, we next have two of the Republic fighter tanks. I did pick up two of these as well, just like the battle pack. Mainly because one of them I picked up on eBay. I was trying to get the sets as early as possible, £20 retail, but I ended up paying £35 for one of them because I want to get as quickly as possible, only to realise a day later they're available in Smith's toy superstore, which, by the way, if you're I'm not sure if it's in America. In Britain, Smith's is quite a large toy store, so they had them early, and yeah. So that's kind of annoying, but you know, I'm not sure if I could have returned it, but even if I could have, I'm not going to return it. You know, he was a very nice guy who sold it to me. He gave me express shipping and all that, so I'm not going to return it, even though I did actually end up paying over the odds when I didn't need to. So I ended up with two. I might get a third one actually, because now looking at it, while it is certainly smaller, personally, by the way, I do not have the previous fighter tank. I really want to get it at some point, but I do not have it. Ergo, I can't really compare them, and I can't really say, oh yeah, this one is so much worse. So for me personally, it looks kind of cool. I think it's actually kind of cool. I'll have to open up and really see, but I might get a third one. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I got three of the Rogue One Imperial hover tank things last year. So I mean, we'll have to see. I'm not even entirely sure. It looks really cool, to be honest with you. Next up, we have Darth Vader's transformation. Certainly one of the most hyped sets of this entire line. One of the best sets we're going to be getting. Yeah, there's really not much to say about it. I cannot wait to open it. Cannot wait to review it. All these minifigures, I cannot wait to open. I mean, yes, I do have a Darth Vader and Charles Palpatine, but I don't have that guy. What's his name? Anakin Skywalker. Sorry, my brain's not working today. Anyway, but I don't have like his burnt form. So yeah, I cannot wait to open this. Certainly one of the best sets of this entire line. Next up, this one is going to be hyped as hell. Next up, we have the Scout Trooper and Speeder Bike. This one actually only cost me about £50, which, by the way, is £5 cheaper than the Quadjumper. So I'm going to say right now, even before I reviewed these sets, right now, if you're going to pick one, pick this over the Quadjumper. The Quadjumper, in my opinion, is not terrible. Not a lot of people like, I'm not going to lie. But personally, I don't hate the Quadjumper. I think it's alright. But considering this is £5 cheaper, I mean, there's just no competition. No competition. So, yeah. Cannot wait to open this. Cannot wait to open this. It's going to be so cool. Just, yeah, man, this is going to be freaking awesome. This is going to be a good week. Although, just saying right now, I'll talk about this more at the end, but just saying right now, I am working somewhat full-time, and I don't get like, this is my one day off a week, right, by the way. I'm going to try and do as many videos as I can today. I probably won't sleep that well, but I mean, for the next few days, I'm doing like, you know, 9, 8-hour shifts, and yeah. Moving on, we have the Quadjumper. This one, as I said, is quite cool. I personally do somewhat like it. As I've seen a couple of reviews, and it does seem quite small, so I'm not going to lie, the £55 price tag, that's kind of stretching it. But of course, I did pick it up in the end, because yeah, it's not really any useful in any conceivable way, but it's alright, really. I like it. It's not the worst set from this line. That would be probably like Arrowhead or the Tracker 1 or whatever. That is actually it to the Star Wars sets, I just realised. That is it to all the Star Wars sets. We do have two more sets, which are Lego Batman. Ooh, okay. We have two more sets, which are Lego Batman movie. Stay up. But apart from that, that is actually it. All of these Star Wars sets. Kind of freaking dope, don't you think? Moving on to the last two, we have the largest two. Funny enough, it's actually quite rare the fact that the two largest sets I have are not Star Wars. That is incredibly rare to happen. So, next up we have the Batwing. I actually do not have any Batwings personally because of course I've been collecting Star Wars more or less my entire life. So I haven't had a chance to get any other superheroes or any other sets. So I've never got Batwing. I've never actually had any superhero sets which are larger than like 20 quid. So here we have the Batwing. I cannot wait to open this and make it. It's going to be so awesome. I mean, I've seen a couple of reviews and it just looks so big and just so menacing. It looks like a Batwing, really. It looks like what a Batwing should be. So yeah, I just cannot wait. Cannot wait. And finally, by the way, it's only got like £100, which is actually so good. Compared to some of the Star Wars sets, this is so good priced. And finally, the piece de resistance. As I said, I was thinking about waiting to get the Saturn V rocket. That would have been the biggest thing here, but I decided no, I want to get this done, then I can start, you know, unboxing and reviewing all that stuff. But then, the piece de resistance, the largest set I currently have, or not, you know, in my entire collection, but the largest set in this haul is the Batmobile. Boom. This thing is awesome. It sent me back like £140, which is quite expensive, but I mean, I don't actually know if it's worth it or not. I mean, I haven't opened it yet, of course, but just everything about me. You can see the things it splits into down there. I cannot wait. I mean, I think the thing I'm most looking forward to is the actual Batmobile. Despite the fact I've already got like a technical Batmobile. I've actually got two Batmobiles when I think about it. But I'm still looking forward to that one because that looks like such a cool Batmobile. And of course the entire thing does, but you know, just everything about it. Oh my word. I cannot wait to open this. It's going to be so cool. Yeah, really. Just, damn. Comes with a lighter brick as well, if you're unaware. Comes with a lighter brick for the thing, I assume. Ah, okay. That's a big ass haul. Whew. Thank you for sitting through yet another mega Lego haul. This one totaling about £800, as I said at the beginning of this video. Now, as I said as well during this video, I am working pretty much full time right now. I am working on trying to decrease my hours, more just so I can do this YouTube thing a bit more regularly. But until that happens, unfortunately, I don't know when these sets will be coming. As I said before, as I've done in previous hauls, I've got so many sets already that I haven't even opened yet. Like the UCS Helicarrier or the Ewok Village or all this kind of stuff, which I really want to get to. Which means I'm afraid the other Star Wars stuff, like the other sort of older stuff, probably won't be coming for some time. Although if you really want to see some stuff, like if you really want to see the ATTE or the Resistance X-Wing or whatever, leave it down in the comments and I'll certainly prioritize that. But for right now, I'm going to try and focus on the new sets, of course, try to do as quickly as possible. I'm going to try at least record 1 or 2 today, although I'm not sure because even this is only my only day off when I'm recording this and it's already nearly getting dark. So I really don't know, to be honest with you guys. I am really sorry, but hey, on the bright side, me working does mean I can afford to get all this stuff, so, you know, give and take, I guess. Nonetheless, if you did enjoy it, please do give it a like down below. Leave down in the comments which one of these sets you want me to see review first, as well as which one of these sets you want me to pick up, or like, sorry, which one do you want to pick up, or any of that kind of jazz as well. As I said at the beginning as well, the Tracker 1 and the, I think it's, what, not the Yoda Chronicles, was it the new one? I can't remember what that new TV show is, but you probably know what I'm talking about, the Arrowheads and all that stuff. I'm unlikely to get those. I may get the minifigure from the Tracker 1, that new like assassin guy, because he's so awesome. As well as the Arrowhead, it does look kind of cool in my personal opinion. I don't know much about it, but it is so overpriced. That's the only reason I didn't get it. Now, I am planning to get the Jedi with Hyperdrive Booster Ring set thing, but I don't really know when that'll happen, because I don't know what will come out, and to be honest with you, I don't have a lot of money left. But still, I'll try to get that when it comes out, as well as the fact it's crazy overpriced, so, you know, still. Thank you guys for watching this video. As I did say, this is an insane haul. I don't know when the next haul will be coming. It may be coming somewhat towards the end of the year, or maybe towards like Force Friday kind of stuff. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching for the 3rd time now, and I'll see you next time, hopefully in a review of one of these sets. Leave down in the comments which one do you want me to review first. Thank you guys for watching. I've said it 4 times now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, troops. Although I completely forgot to open him in the live stream, so I thought he's not a pirate, and I got a fair amount, well, not a fair amount, but I didn't. It wasn't up for very long, and I got a lot about what? I kept calling the pirate because I'm an idiot, and I didn't know what a pirateman. A pirateman. Yep. Pirate. What about the pirate women? Were there pirate women? In all these pirate films, I never saw a woman who's a pirate. Because yes, while he is cool, in all honesty, he is very certainly not. What? Very certainly not. Although he is nowhere near the same sort of value as the Mr. Gold figure, who is of course one of the most... Seriously? I am just a complete sap when it comes to Lego. What? Who's calling me?